Today's topic is Basis of Classification for Class 9. The animal kingdom is super diverse with 1.5 million species. That's great. But it's difficult for us to study the animal kingdom. Scientists using a few characters among the animals based on which they divided the kingdom Animalia into smaller groups called phyla. There are 11 such phyla in the animal kingdom. They are the Porifera, Cnidaria or Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and finally Chordata. The animal kingdom was classified into phyla based on the levels of organization, body symmetry, presence or absence of notochord, segmentation, germ layers, and coelo. The first one is levels of organization. As you know, living things are highly organized and structured. The first or the simplest level of organization of life is cellular level of organization. Cellular level of organization means the loose arrangement of cells where all the body function are carried by cells. Example, sponges. Next one, tissue level of organization. The tissue level of organization consists of a group of cells that work together to perform one or more specific function. Example, Hydra. Third one, organ level of organization. The organ level of organization is when two or more tissues work together form a specific function. Last one, organ system level of organization. The organ system level of organization is when two or more organs work together form a specific function. Moving to the second criteria of classification is the body symmetry. Symmetry is the division of body into two equal halves. There are three types of body symmetries: asymmetry, radial symmetry, and bilateral symmetry. Asymmetrical means the body has no definite shape and cannot be divided into two identical halves. Example, sponges. The second type is the radial symmetry. Body can be divided into two equal halves by more than one plane passing through the central axis of the body. Third type of symmetry is the bilateral symmetry. The body can be divided into identical left and right halves, only one plane passing through the center axis of the body. Now, the third criteria for the classification was the presence or absence of notochord. Basically, notochord is the rod-like structure which is present at the dorsal side of the organism and support the body framework during movement. Dorsal side is the back side of an organism and ventral side is the front side of an organism. The phylum from Porifera to Hemichordata do not possess notochord, that are known as non-chordates. As the name suggests, only in the phylum Chordata the organisms have a notochord in their life cycle. The fourth criteria that we are going to discuss, segmentation. The body of some animals divided into smaller portion is called segments, was internally and externally. This is called segmentation. In earthworm, the body is divided into segments with serious repetition of a few organs. This type of segmentation is called metameric segmentation. Now let's talk about germ layers. During embryonic development, the tissues and organs of animals originate from two or three embryonic germ layers. The three germ layers are ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm. Ectoderm is the outermost layer of cells or tissue of an embryo in early development. Endoderm is the innermost layer of cells or tissues of an embryo in early development. Mesoderm is the middle layer of cells or tissues of an embryo in early development. On the basis of the origin and development, animals are classified into two categories, diploblastic and triploblastic. Animals in which the cells are arranged in two embryonic layers, the external ectoderm and internal endoderm, are called diploblastic animals. Animals in which the developing embryo has three germinal layers are called triploblastic animal and consist of outer ectoderm, inner endoderm and middle mesoderm. Now the sixth criteria for the classification is coelom. The presence of body cavity or coelom is important in classifying animals. Most animals possess a body cavity between the body wall and the alimentary canal and is lined with mesoderm. There are three structural types of body plans related to coelom. They are acoelomates, pseudocoelomates and eucoelomates. Animals which do not possess a body cavity are called acoelomates. Since there is no body cavity in these animals, their body is solid without a perivisceral cavity, which means a large cavity is filled with fluid. This restricts the free movement of internal organs. In some animals, the body cavity is not fully lined by the mesodermal epithelium. It means false cavity. Such a body cavity is called a pseudocoelom. Eucoelom or true coelom is a fluid-filled cavity that develops within the mesoderm and is lined by mesodermal epithelium. Such animals with a true body cavity are called coelomates or eucoelomates. That's all about basis of classification. Thank you.